welcome to our very first video on YouTube. I'm Stefan and this is Lalong, and today we want to talk to you about what it looks like to move to the Philippines when you're already married as a family. And today is February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, so I suggest if you didn't buy your Valentine's Day gifts that you should do so, because that'd probably serve you best. But we wanted to talk to you about what it looks like. Now, this is our very first video on many videos to come, but it's different going to the Philippines as a couple or a family as it is if you're the type of guy, which I've seen on YouTube, where you're going there to find a Filipina there and then start your journey. Not knocking what you do, but no one talks about what it looks like as a family from start to finish. So today, again, it's February 13th. We are staying at the Hilton Union Square in San Francisco. That will become valuable information for you later in this video of why you probably want to stay in an area in San Francisco. Now, today, Lalong will be going to get her dual citizenship back because she's been gone from the Philippines for quite a long time. Of course, we visited last month and got a feel for it. That's part of what you need to do, I would say, if you're going to move there. However, for folks like us that are family-oriented, fully retired, I have 20 years in the United States Army as a Master Sergeant retired, so I have a pension. I also have a VA pension, so that's how we're going to live. Now, that may not be for everyone. We get that. But what I will say is if you're going to move, you need to have a plan. And our plan was very well thought out, and we're still tweaking the plan. But just today, we locked in our insurance. We found out that TRICARE was there, so we now have a doctor in the area that we're going to be. So all of those things you need to take into consideration. But I will say for a family, the first thing for us was getting dual citizenship for your spouse that is from that area. Yes. Makes too much sense, right? So if you want to have rights, she can have rights. But if you want to coattail her rights as a family, that's probably a good thing to do. And so today we're going to be going to the San Francisco Philippine consulate where she will turn in her paperwork, do her oath, and all of those things. So we wanted to start this channel to show you what it looks like as a family moving to the Philippines, because it's definitely different, like I said, of a guy who just put his stick on his back with his Charlie Brown bag and went over there and was like, oh my God, this is not what I thought, and all of those things. We'll get into that a bit later, but we wanted to introduce ourselves. We wanted to say, hey, we hope you like our journey. You'll see our son and you'll see us moving and all of the things that we're going to be doing. We're going to share that with you. So we will be back once we get to the ceremony. All right. So there was no ceremony that day because, well, we found out that we needed more paperwork. So again, we did this video to help others identify what kind of issues you may run up against when you are trying to get your dual citizenship. So we found out that she needed her adoption papers, and so we made a trip to San Francisco to find that out. No ceremony, and then we went back the next week. So right now we are currently in the Philippines. Yeah, because things happen so fast that we just took care of what we needed to take care of so that we could get here. But I will say that there was no ceremony that day. So if you needed to know what type of paperwork you needed and you didn't know, you would be in a situation like us where, well, you paid almost $1,000 for last week and then you got to pay another $1,000 for next week, hotel, flight, food, all those things, just to go there for about process takes about 3 hours ish to get your dual citizenship, and then you're gone. But the good thing is we got it taken care of. She now has her dual citizenship. Of course, like I said, we are now in the Philippines and it is working for us. So we will show you pictures of what that looks like here in a minute. But I will say that the dual citizenship, I believe that it's definitely necessary, and it's definitely helped us because if you have a natural born citizen of the Philippines, They get a dual citizenship. When you travel into Manila, you automatically get a 1-year Balikbayan visa, and that will help you to give you time to take care of the things you need to take care of. So if you're going to do a 13A visa, or if you're going to do a military SRRB visa like I'm going to do, it gives you that space and time to do so without having to worry. So again, take a look at these pictures. We'll come back with another video that talks about the things that we encountered and how we moved and all of these things, but we wanted to really do an introductory video and show you what it's like for that dual citizenship and that dual citizen moving back to the Philippines.